Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show, Sergio Marchionne is back in the news because apparently Mr. Marchionne has been ill for some time, at least according to the hospital where he spent his final days. That routine shoulder surgery actually ended up being a cancerous situation, as it wasn't early reported about this particular deal. And that's apparently where he got the blood clot during the actual surgery itself, which resulted in the stroke, which ended up claiming his life a handful of days later. So this may give us a little insight on what Sergio was thinking over the past year or so, where he was already talking about stepping down. The possibility of him being ill and maybe him knowing these days were numbered could very well be in the cards. Still praying for the family and friends and obviously everybody at FCA over the passing of Mr. Marchionne. Next up on the list, Ford's in the news for the EcoBoost version, the twin turbocharged V6 that's going into the Ford Raptor. And we've had this Raptor now for a year or so, but this particular 450 horsepower, 450 pound-feet of torque was exclusive to the Raptor, but possibly no more. Maybe you could get this very, very soon. There's a lot of reports out there claiming that it's going to go in the standard F-150 as well as an upgraded option. So here's my hope. That twin turbocharged V6 in a regular cab short bed two-wheel drive, which would make quite the performer. Lower that thing down, that thing would look really good and have exceptional performance as well. So hopefully maybe Ford may be working on a little hot rod version, maybe return of the Lightning possibly. So that would be fantastic, and we'll definitely keep you in tune of what we hear. Next up on the list, Lamborghini's brand new Aventador SVJ has been pounded around the Nordschleife circuit for some time, doing a lot of testing. This vehicle is extensively gone over, especially in the suspension, braking department, a lot of aero work, Pirelli P0 Trofeos on all four corners. And the vehicle has apparently got a mild upgrade in the power department. The 6.5 liter normally aspirated V12 comes in at 760 horsepower and 553 pounds-feet of torque, or at least that's what early reports are about, even though Lamborghini has yet to make an official announcement on those numbers. That particular lump is shifted through a automated manual single clutch 7-speed, just like in the standard Aventador. And apparently this vehicle's got it where it counts, because there's already reports out there that the vehicle's now bested the lap record again around the Nürburgring Nordschleife circuit. That record now sits at 6 minutes, 44.97 seconds, besting the Nero EP9 EV supercar, along with Porsche's GT2 RS. So a pretty big deal on the mantle as far as being the top of the hill in the green hell. So it'll be very interesting once we start to hear more official information about this vehicle. Pricing, availability, it's going to be pretty interesting, but it looks like Lamborghini's on a very good start for this machine. And last up on the list, probably one of the most interesting stories we're going to hear, at least in my mind in this episode, the return of the Ranchero. There's some reports out there, especially from the folks over at Automobile Magazine, that are reporting the Ranchero could be coming back. And it may be a small car-based pickup truck, just like the old Ranchero back in the day when Ford was trying to go head-to-head with the El Camino from the folks over at Chevrolet. Now, this particular Ranchero is apparently going to be built on the brand new Ford Focus platform and was supposedly be built for other markets around the world, but there are reports that this vehicle could come stateside. Ford apparently has been mulling around that best truck selling situation, obviously with the F-150 and the higher classes up above it, and the brand new Ranger is going to be coming out next year, but apparently there may be one underneath those two, being the brand new Ranchero, possibly getting that particular name as well. So I am fantastically excited about this particular deal, and we'll definitely keep you in tune if we hear more. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new show as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.